All right, guys, we're on the Yankee Cap.
This is it, baby. First drop. We're just tapping bottom.
We're gonna show you guys some of the best tackle shops to stop at on your way through the Keys. We're out in one of our favorite places to fish in Pulley Ridge, where the chances of catching massive groupers and snappers are great. We're sitting at about 550 feet.
650.
650 feet.
That's right.
We're gonna drop some jigs.
Every foot matters.
Yeah, stick around, guys. It's gonna be a great video. If you're headed to the Keys for a fishing adventure and need to tackle up, don't worry. We are going to show you some of the best tackle shops to stop at in the Florida Keys. The first shop you'll run into on your way down to Key West is going to be Two Conchs, located in Marathon. Not only is it a great stop to get tackled up, but they have a fleet of charter boats and are famous for their TV shows. You could essentially end your travels right here and set up a charter, tackle up, and hit the water. Next up on our list of shops is Captain Hook's in Marathon. This is a go-to stop for a lot of charter boat captains. Want to incorporate diving into your day? Captain Hook's has you covered. You can stop by land or sea, fuel up, gear up, and keep it going. Third stop for us, Marathon Bait and Tackle. You can find everything from slow pitch jigs, trolling lures, and jig heads, and just about everything you need to be successful fishing in the Florida Keys. This one's a cool shop. The tackle box, also located in Marathon. This is one of those mom and pop's tackle shops that us fishermen love so much. This shop is run by a husband and wife, and they have a ton of offshore gear. You can find just about everything you'll need here, and also they host fishing seminars. Check up on them on their social media. If they're hosting a seminar, it's a great place to stop by, learn something, buy some gear, and get on your way. Next up is Jigs Bait and Tackle in Big Pine. This one's a unique shop in the sense that you could buy fishing tackle and guns all in one place. For me, Cujo Sales in Cujo Key is a special one. This is a spot I've stopped at since I was a kid. They have just about everything you can imagine for offshore fishing, including apparel. To stop in this shop and see Johnny Jigs hanging on the wall definitely puts a smile on my face. All right, guys, let's hit the Yankee Cap. All right, guys, we're getting late into the morning. I'm gonna put down the Guava Torpedo 400 gram right here. I've got the single 6.0 Johnny Jigs assist hook on the top, single on the bottom. I'm fishing 50-pound fluorocarbon. I'm going to my 20-pound Test Berkeley X9. I'm about to pitch this jig off of the corner here of the starboard side of the boat, so you kind of see down the boat right there, starboard side. So I'm gonna pitch this jig way out there, and that way by the time it gets back to me, it'll be vertical. Let's see what happens. Come on, yellow line, mutton, red snapper, mutton snapper, red grouper, black grouper, scamp grouper, yellowhead grouper, Kitty Mitchell grouper, wahoo, kingfish, tuna fish. Come on with your bad self. I'm not picky. Hooked up on the bottom, boys. We just had some nice yellow edge coming over the side. And now this guy's floating up. Feels heavy. Feels like a good fish. I've got a Guava Torpedo 400 gram on. I was doing a really nice traditional slow pitch right on the bottom. We're pretty deep. I want to say we're close to 700 feet. This guy's just floating up to me. So something interesting is I'm fishing the same Maxell Rage 90 that I was just fishing in California for big bluefin tunas. The only difference is I switched the line out. So before coming out here, I peeled off the 65-pound J-braid multicolor. I put 20-pound test Berkeley X9 which fits a ton of line onto this reel. You could put some backing on if you didn't want to put that much line on the reel. This line's packing on here tight though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, who got that? There's a yellow edge.
Swimming over to the fish box.
Got that one. Nice yellow. I told you there was yellow edge coming up, guys. I think I see color. There's some color, boys. Let's see what we got. Foul hook tile. I knew it. What'd I say? I said I thought this fish was foul hook. Free spool. Foul hooked, blue line.
For that yellow edge, haters.
Nice blue line tile, guys. These things are delicious. Going into core. Happy to add him to my tag collection. And I'm gonna drop down and do it again. I keep threatening to go electric, but it seems like I just don't want to stop fishing, so I'm gonna stick with the manual.
All right, guys, we're out here in the middle of the day, day one, Pulley Ridge. One thing that's great about this day, if you can see behind me, we have cloud cover. It's overcast. So we're in the middle of June and it's not horrible. We find ourselves in about 700 feet of water, and you also find me tight to a fish right now. Little challenging. The wind has come up, came down a little, come up, but the wind is affecting the drift, and we've been using jigs everywhere from 300 to, I actually saw one angler throwing down an 800 just to help stick bottom and stay there, because we are getting scoped, but you do have some time to tap bottom in kind of the go zone, and that's when you're vertical. And you're able to tap bottom and flick and flutter the jig and make recontact with the bottom. There's absolutely, you know, in every drift, I got a fish floating right now, which is a good sign going out, but you are scoping. But you know what? You don't stop jigging just because you're scoped out. It affects the action of the jig, but you can still pull on it and you can still get flutter and action, and those fish will still bite it. So you don't give up and you kind of soak the jig as long as you can. I think John was saying to me a little while ago, he feels like the fish are, we call it soaking the jig, but he feels like the fish are even biting after a long soak on the jig. So it's working out here, and it's deep drop and hard work pays off. We got some color coming up. This guy tapped me right on the bottom. Hasn't tugged too much, so I'm thinking it's a grouper.
Yeah, from that one. I think you can hand line him.
Yellow edge. Cool. It's a yellow edge grouper.
That's a snowy.
No, it's a snowy.
Watch that hook, dude.
I got it.
I got it.
There we go. We'll take him though. We love snowy grouper. We love snowies. I just reeled him up manually with the Seaboard, which is something I often do. I upgraded from a 1-drop 520 to actually this pink blue torpedo in 600. Looks like he buried the bottom hook right in the corner of his mouth. No top hook attachment, so I was just pulling him straight up. That's a beautiful fish. I'm happy to have him.
Well, guys, let's see what Mike DeLuca has over here. Well, at first he was just coming up.
Yeah, he was coming up.
Then it took a run on you.
He's right here.
We've got color.
We got color.
What is that? Can't quite make it out yet, except for it's like a little flashy. It's coming around the boat. We're gonna need a mate, huh?
That might be him. That is a nice one.
It's a nice tuna one. Here we go, Mike. That's a fat blackfin, buddy. Watch those hooks, bud. Watch those hooks. Nice job, Mike. Hey, this one's for you, Nicholas and Bear. Look at Daddy-O. Serious drag coming out here. right, guys, I'm inside the Yankee Cap, and I want to tell you guys a little bit about some of the upgrades that Captain Greg has made to the Yankee Cap. One being, you'll notice here, if you have been on this boat before, right here is where the kitchen used to be, but now we have 2 microwaves, just like that. All you can drink coffee, complimentary coffee, and as well, Greg added a reverse osmosis system to the boat, so the water flows on this boat. So if you don't bring water, you can go right down to this little guy right here, push that button, boom, out comes fresh drinkable water. All day you can get that water, as well as he has a few cups here for the water and cups for the coffee. These guys are pretty good about keeping that stuff full and ready to go. And then the next,
I made the coffee this morning.
next coolest thing is,
You know, and there's nothing wrong with Ozarka water. It's good for you. It's healthy.
yeah, well, you can drink that too.
You gotta bring it from Texas though.
You can drink that too. Well, and the next thing is, look at this. We've got a full-on shower that you can shower anytime that you want. Little light up top right there, little vent to the outside. What I really like is the bench they put in right here, so you can set your stuff, or you can hang it up here. Usually I have a backpack that I like to hook onto the hooks, and that way it dangles up here, doesn't get wet. Little grab bar in case we're kind of rocking. And then, you know, basically you just close the door, latch it right there. You got some privacy, and you can take a shower. So for my team, the Johnny Jigs crew, we actually loaded this table up right here with a bunch of pastries for everybody, but it's bring your own food. So you could bring TV dinners. I brought some pulled pork that went into the microwave, brought some bread, peanut butter and jelly, wraps. It's very simple to bring your own meals, and a lot of times I like to put dry ice into my cooler and then put ice on top. It stays cold. If you have a decent cooler, it stays cold pretty much the whole entire time while you're here. Bring some extra drinks if you like to have, you know, some energy drinks or additional coffee drinks. But so that's some of the cool stuff that's been going on at the Yankee Cap. Let's get back on the water and catch some fish.
Yeah.
We're rocking and rolling.
Alright guys, let's move along here. See if we can't find some muttons and tunas. Lights up.
Muttons and tunas. So guys, night bite has started. We're gonna go see if we can't find some muttons and tunas. That's what Greg just said, so we're all reeling up. I like tunas. I like muttons.
Got tight on the 190 Golden Glow Flatty.
Oh, you love that jig.
I love that jig. It's my favorite jig you guys make. And, well, I'm sorry, flatback, not the Flatty.
I was gonna say, 190, I'm like...
I do have a 200 of that. But, yeah, we're at about 220. Just started the night time jigging. And finally got thumped. Trying to get back to bottom. So we're hoping for a grouper or a nice snapper.
Ooh, yellow eye. Nice, a ham bone.
Ham bone.
That's a big one. That's a big ham bone.
That's it, baby.
That's it.
That's a great ham bone.
Yeah.
Nicely done, dude.
There you go. That's how it's done.
Sweet.
The night bite was great. The video footage, not so much. The blackfin tunas were thick, and we managed to pick off snappers and groupers on the jig throughout the night. The most notable catch, though, was by Stevie Sykes, boating this monster Cabera snapper caught on cut bait.
Oh guys, what just happened is what we dream of. Greg just put us on a new spot at about 650. I tried to allow Bob Vaughn here to go and be first, but he ushered me in to figure out the drift, and as soon as my jig clicked the bottom, I was into some pretty heavy pressure. Jig stopped, hit the bottom, fish on, a little bit of drag pull, nice pressure, and I'm just manually reeling them up. We got 440 feet to go.
So what's the weight feel like on this, Chris?
It feels
Heavy?
feels heavy, dude.
Yeah?
And I'm getting some kind of tail flaps and some slow kind of head bumps. I'm thinking we got a nice grouper here, guys.
Heavy tail thumps.
Yeah.
How far down is he?
Well, now we're 140. So what? Since I've been talking, I've literally only come up, no, 200 feet.
Well, both of us put a 60-pound plus AJ on the deck. Manual this morning.
We missed it. We didn't get any filming, but John, myself, and Brian Roberts tripled up. And the triple up was like, you know, the hits were like, could this be the black grouper?
Coming up sideways, huh?
Sideways?
Looks like it.
Oh no, he's red.
The hell is it?
Red.
Queen. Big old queen. Look at that.
They're just over.
Nice queen snap.
That'll work.
Moderate queen. Thought that was a
Should let.
nice. There she is. Well, so what this fish did was it got my bottom hook here in the mouth, which means my top hook ended up right here just behind the dorsal fin. So I was actually pulling this fish from the middle of its body. That's what gave it the weight, and really normally queen snappers fight quite a bit all the way up, but this queen didn't have too much of an opportunity to dig on me and stuff like that, so it made me feel like it was going to be a big grouper, but we'll take a queen snapper like this any day on the all glow torpedo, which I was just telling the boys, this is my new absolute favorite color pattern of our torpedoes. It has gone from gold to guava, now it's the all glow.
Stay right there. Hooked up, baby. Whoa. You see him pulling drag on me. That reel will stop whenever they pull drag. But guys, we're fishing the SJ Railer. This is the same rod I was using in California on bluefins, and it doubles as a great deep drop rod out here. If you're wondering what that buzzing noise is, that's my electric reel.
Excuse me, Joe Ziegler.
95 feet, guys. I'm pulling a fish up from about 700 feet, and we got 60 left. I see color out there. No.
Tile.
Oh,
Cool.
look at that.
Golden? No.
No, big blue line. Big blue line tile. Oh, fantastic. That's a beast of a blue line tile, guys. Look at that thing. Yeah. Big blue line tile, man. Holy smokes. All right, guys, we're wrapping up our Yankee Cab trip. Everybody is happy. We've got fish to fill up our freezers at home, give away to friends. But this is the best part at the end of the show, where the guys are weighing in to see who caught the biggest fish. We've got 2 pools. Biggest fish overall gets the money. Biggest fish on the jig gets an adventure pack from Johnny Jigs. Let's see who won.
You get to choose who to give it away to.
Christopher Doyle.
Disqualified from their partners.
I want to give that pack to James Blair, who caught that gag grouper then. I mean, I think he deserves
Was
it.
that on the jig?
Yeah.
James
On
Blair.
glow torpedo.
Oh yes, that guy grouper. Tell the folks at home what you're talking about.
Yeah.
James Blair on an all-glow torpedo hooked into a monstrous grouper that was probably, any guesses?
40.
We're giving it 40 easy pound gag grouper that had to be released. It was the stud grouper this entire trip.
Yeah.
Out of season, had to
Must
be
be
released.
present. Where's James Blair?
You gotta give it to James Blair then.
Yeah, James is getting these jigs.
Awesome.
All agree?
Yes. Well done. Well done. Well done.
Now for the biggest fish overall. This is the pool money. Look at that AP coming in.
Those things are pretty down.
So we've got Chris with an AP.
Tuna wins here.
Tuna's on top. Tuna is on top.
So where is she? There she comes.
Look at that!
Whoa. Stevie Sykes coming in hot with a Cabera snapper.
Does this one have a shot?
Oh. Uncle Stevie for the big win on the Cabera snapper. Bait or jig?
Bait.
Completely disqualified.
Nice fish.
I think he won like $400 or something.
Man.
2, 3, 4.
Awesome. Thank you, Johnny Jigs.
Yeah.
Inadvertently, my queen on the jig ended up being the largest fish caught on the jig, but that's not really true.
Oh,
That's
well,
your
thank
winning
you.
for that gag grouper
Thank you very much.
that you caught on the
I
jig.
appreciate it.
So that's an adventure pack. This is the gag
Adventure.
grouper angler. James Blair, anything you'd like to say to anyone? What are you going to do with those jigs?
I'm gonna fish with them. And I'll put them in the collection. I get to a month.
Pick 'em up.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You can also follow us on
Facebook and Instagram, and we'll see you guys out on the water.
Jig On.
Hey Johnny, how about a t-shirt next time, huh? I got 7 hats. Extra large. With a hood or without a hood. I don't care. Thank you. This is a Johnny jig. There are many like it, but this one's mine. 250 grams of power right here. Don't forget my t-shirt.